a lot of my, an alcoholic, and I got injured in college. And when I wasn't playing basketball, who was I? I didn't know who I was. And so I went through that. And when I talk about it in my books, and I'm really, vulnerable and honest about that. And people would say, why would you talk about that? I said, because that was, like Hans Selye said, he says, where, and Joseph Campbell says this, where our pain is where our life is. So I embrace it and say, I did that because now I can help others. I had to go through that to be who I am. It's in that thing when you're thinking, well, what am I doing? This is painful. Well, who am I? And where, so the question is, what do I want to do? And then who do I need to be to do it? Now, this is not being phony. This is about authenticity and saying, okay, if I want peace, then I got to be peace. If I want love, I got to be love. If I want clarity, I got to be clarity. So it's about understanding that. So it's about creating something or encountering something, or a choice between suffering. So I see a crisis, or I see, my addiction or whatever, as an opportunity to actually teach, learn something, but to teach it, to understand that the suffering ceases to be suffering when I find meaning, when I can see the meaning of it. So the meaning of my suffering as a substance abuser was for me to get to a place where I can share my experience, strength, and hope about the idea that I don't care what's happening to you. It's about your response or your reaction to it. And there's a thing, I read this quote, I think it was from this guy, Eric Butterworth, in The Power Within. God can only do for you what he can do through you.